The amount of times I hear guys say, "Oh, I'm not trying to date around, bro. I'm trying to look for the one. Oh, bro, I don't want to date all these girls and do dating apps. I just want to find the one." I always do a big sigh when I hear that because those guys are in a rude awakening. Or are they? So I want to make a video talking about the pros of, being relationship focused and the cons of being relationship focused, because I feel like with anything in life, there's going to be pros, there's going to be cons. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. The first pro I can think of being a man that's relationship focused is, guess what? You tend to get into more relationships. I guarantee you take two guys who look fairly the same over a 10-year time horizon, I can almost guarantee you the guy who's relationship focused will get into more relationships than the guy who is not. Now, obviously, life isn't a race about how many relationships you can get into, but I have a feeling the guy who's more focused on it will get it. Just like the guy who's focused on money will probably make more money. The guy who's focused on fitness will probably, be in better shape than the guy who is not. So I genuinely believe if you're a guy who's focused on a relationship, you'll probably get it faster than a guy who's just like, you know what? I'm going with the flow. The second pro of wanting a relationship is I believe you don't really lead with your desire. Let's be honest, guys. You and I both wake up with a heart on every single morning, right? The first thing on our mind is, where can we get some cat? Literally. So when you're more relationship focused, you tend to put the bedroom stuff behind you a bit more. For example, take a guy who's not looking for anything serious. If he doesn't get sex within the first or second date, he may call it a quit. You know what I mean? But if you're a guy that's like, you know what? I'm more so focused on getting to know this person on an intimate level. I don't need to get to know her insides yet. I just want to get to know her to make sure she's the right woman, right? That's amazing. That's dope. Because a lot of times when you're a guy who rushes to intimacy as fast as you humanly can get, right, you tend to kind of blow a chance of a relationship sometimes because you just that's all you focus about. That's all you think about. So when you're a guy that's wanting a relationship and you're a bit more focused on, hey, let's get to know her family, let's get to know her morals and values, and that when sex comes, it comes, but I'm not forcing it, that guy is not led by his desire. He's led because he wants he's led by almost like a higher power in a way, where it's not about the intimacy and the sex, it's about getting to know the person on a deeper level. And the third pro I can think of being relationship focused is good karma. Guys, let's be real. I know plenty of guys in my DMs or guys in my comment section who say they even feel bad talking to multiple women. They feel bad about it. You know what I mean? So those guys, it kind of makes them feel bad when they're going on dates with multiple women, talking to multiple women. So when they're relationship focused on just one woman, right, it makes them feel good. Now here's the kicker. I guess I should wait to the cons to say this, but I guess the kicker is, what if she's not talking to just you? But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. I just believe there's some guys out there who are just such true nice guys at heart. Them talking to one woman makes them feel better. Them going on a date with this girl with pure intentions, but nothing but hot love and emotion endlessly, shout out to Drake, makes them feel good on the inside. So that guy, he feels good. He's not trying to, have sex with her and her and her and her. He's just focused on having a relationship, which is amazing. But now it's time to talk about the cons. Yes, guys, there's pros and cons to everything, so let's roll into number one, shall we? I truly believe when you're a guy looking for a relationship, you can get some needy energy. Well, why would you be needy? The reason why you're needy is because you're coming from a place of wanting something, right? When I go on a date with a girl, is sex on my mind? Of course, but I could care less if I never see this girl again. I could care less if this girl walks out on this date. I'm so detached from so many different outcomes, so I'm very chill. But when you go on a date with a girl, wanting her to be your girlfriend, you tend to maybe speak differently, convey body language that's very needy. You may say things that you think are no big deal, but she picks it up and she's like, wait, what did he say? And you know what's crazy too? A girl you're on a date with could also want a relationship, but the fact that you're conveying it so heavily that you want one can turn her off. You're probably thinking, wait, if she wants one and I want one, why is she turned off that I want one? And guys, I'm gonna say it. I think girls are more attracted to men they had to pull into monogamy. Yep, you heard it first. I know that's a harsh take, made you go, ooh, but I truly believe girls much rather pull a guy into monogamy than him wanting her from day one. Because I bet you can ask a girl right now, ask her if you want, do you know a guy that would drop everything to be with you? And they would say, yes. And then you ask them, why aren't you with that guy? And they'll say, I'm not attracted to him. Hey man, I'm just saying is, the guys who are looking for relationships tend to have a needy energy, and that energy pulls them away. When a girl senses you're not looking for too much, you're just trying to have a good time, right? The pressure off of her comes down. She's like, okay, he's not looking for too much. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sweat. But when you say I'm looking for this, this girlfriend who's this, and this, she may think, bro, I can't reach this guy's expectations. I'd much rather go be a HOE for Tyrone before I be this picture that he's painting for me. So am I saying to never want a relationship? No, I'm just saying is, do your best to conceal it in a way where you're not like, yep, I'm looking for a long-term serious girlfriend. I'm looking to get married here in the next couple of years. Keep all of that talk at a very low or none at all. If she asks you what you're looking for, you say, you know what, I'm open to a relationship, but hey, no pressure. That's good to say. You're not going OD and talking about all these things you want and expect out of her on the first day, but you are letting her know you're open to it. So if you want a relationship, that's fine. Just convey it in a very cool manner, opposed to being so covert and like saying what you want and what you expect. That could turn her off, even if she wants one. The second con of wanting a relationship is you may overlook red flags. Let's just say you're a guy that is average on dating apps. You do average on approaching. You get what, 2 dates a month, 1 date a month, right? So when you're on these dates, you're like, this has to work. This girl has to be my wife. This girl has to be the mother of my kids, right? So she may say things like, oh, like me and Drake hang out, me and Diplo hang out. Oh, I've had sugar daddies in the past. Oh, I'm a bartender and I work at a bikini bar. You may overlook all of that just because she's attractive and you want a relationship. She may say things like, well, I have 2 kids and 2 baby daddies and one's in jail. You may go, well, at least it's not 3 baby daddies. You know what I mean? You may start overlooking red flags because you're so desperate just to have somebody, right? So that's another con of wanting a relationship, is you go into dates with this mentality of, I really want this to work. So even when she throws you all these red flags, you still overlook them because you're needy and you want a relationship. So if you want a relationship, again, that's totally fine. I believe in the nuclear family. I do. I'm not one of those guys that doesn't believe in family, but just have enough discernment to say, you know what, she's a good girl and all, but wouldn't take her serious. That's a real OG. If you can look at a girl who's you deem as an 8, 9, or 10 and go, nah, you're good for a short time and not a long time. So make sure when you want a relationship, you don't overlook red flags just because you want to be with somebody. The third con of wanting a relationship is you're gonna be heartbroken more. And the reason why you're gonna be heartbroken more is because wanting a relationship, you're very optimistic and you want love, looking for someone. And when that someone cheats on you, disrespects you, basically not figuratively spits in your face, but that's how it feels like after all you've done for her, this is how she treats you in return, you're gonna be heartbroken a lot. But when you're a guy like me, who's always just outcome independent, I don't expect anything from anybody at any time, not even my own family, when they do things to me, I'm like, well, figures, right? Yes, it still hurts. I'm a human being with emotions and feelings, of course. But I am not so, oh my gosh, they did what? I have very low expectations of people in general. So when you're a guy looking for love and you're very optimistic, when that person hurts you, you're going to be down bad and more heartbroken. Also, when you get into relationships, you'll be heartbroken as well because they may come to an end. I'm sorry, if you're 21 right now watching this video and you have a girlfriend, I'm sorry, it may come to an end. This person you're with may not be your person. So what I'm saying is, the more relationships, the more optimistic you are about people and relationships, you can end up more heartbroken. It is what it is. Now, the next con of wanting a relationship, man, this one's a big one. Girls will tend to put you in the boyfriend zone. Now, I did mention a pro is you're not leading with your junk. You're leading with your heart and your mind, right? You're not so focused on sex. But the issue with this position is this girl may tell you, oh, I'm not like that. Oh, we have to get to know each other more. In reality, she met me in the first night and went home with me. You know what I'm saying? So you, as a guy that's relationship focused, may end up spending more money on dates and courting. And mind you, this girl may not even want you in a relationship. She just likes that you're courting her and treating her like a princess and giving her, princess treatment, when in reality, she has a roster. Again, I don't like being pessimistic, but these are things that I have to talk about. This is the pros and cons video of wanting a relationship. So you're over here, this is my queen, this is my girl. Mind you, she still has a full-blown roster of people, right? That's why I keep my emotional investment low, my financial investment low, until I know for a fact this is exclusive. And even then you won't know, because people be cheating on each other. So if you're a guy looking for a relationship, also have lines in the sand. Dude, you can't let 5-6 dates go by and you haven't had sex with her. Now, if you don't want to have sex, that's fine, bro. I'm just saying is, she may put you in this trick bag. Like, oh, this guy just takes me to nice dinners because he wants to date me for real. Meanwhile, I have a roster of dudes, right? Have a line in the sand while you're dating seriously, because you don't want a girl to use you for your kindness and the fact that you don't want to sleep with her so quickly, right? You'll have some boundaries. So that kind of wraps it up, man, about the pros and the cons of dating with the mindset of wanting a relationship. I think relationships are amazing, but I like going into them with a no expectations policy, right? Kind of protects my heart and my ego. And as time goes by and this person keeps showing up on dates, she's not flaking, she's respectful, she's kind. Over time, that's when my heart will grow fonder for her. But I'm not going to go into a first date wanting something serious because I'm putting expectations on somebody who may not be able to reciprocate that. So I start at 0 and I let this girl work her way up from 0. I'm not saying you should do the same. That's just my opinion. You guys have a wonderful day. And if you want to connect with me more, hop on my live calls I do every single Monday. I'll leave the link for that down below. It's in my coaching Discord. Love to see you guys over there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.